Hey guys, Keith from Helvonic Games here. I'm going to show you how to use the Best Egg Maker, which is a mod and therefore would be on the unofficial servers. I'm actually on the Talamh map on the Atlantis cluster. The Best Egg Maker is essentially an incubator with a number of functions which I'm going to show you shortly. And you can see it's got some buttons here, but first of all let's get an egg in it. So I've set these 3 tropical wyverns to mating, and we shall grab the eggs. Now you can see I've got a level 232 which has already been mated a couple of times, one mutation on each side. Okay, and then I've got 2 wild wyverns which were level 145 I believe when I tamed them. They came out with level 217. They haven't been leveled up. No ancestors on them, of course. Wild ancestors. I've got 2 of those. Quite lucky yesterday. I managed to get 2 of those 145 wyverns. So we'll just give them a minute to drop the eggs. As you can see, we've got an orange, full orange wyvern now, and the wild ones are a mix of white, blue, and I think probably different stats. If we look at the health, 7,500 weight and 299 damage. This one's got 8,492 weight and 323 damage, so I'm assuming they're different stats, and obviously this one's got imprinting because it's already been raised, so that will be lost when we merge them. So okay, so we've got an egg from one of them, an egg from the other one, and they've both mated. They're both female, and we've got the male orange. I'm going to pop these into the egg maker. In order to use the functions of the egg maker, the dinos that have laid the eggs must be within range. Now that's probably just close enough. Much further and they wouldn't be able to use that. You wouldn't be able to use the egg maker, and you'd have to get them out of cryo or wherever you'd put them. Okay, so you can see that the incubation is going down quite quickly. So its first function is to accelerate incubation. Okay, now the second function, which is the best, is you can see all of the stats of mother and father and what they can move to, and you click make best egg and it moves all the stats to the best stats. So that will come out with a level 242 wyvern, and all the stats have gone to the best. Now if you're trying to get rid of oxygen or you're trying to get rid of food, not the best, but every other aspect of this is great. But that's its first function, so we'll see what the second egg can do. So you can see make best egg there, and we've ended up with a level 242. Oh, that was the first egg, swapped sides, and a level 240. But you can see that the weight on that one's 43, the weight on that one's 34. So what we now need to do is raise these eggs and breed them together. Now I'm lucky, I've got a female, the other egg is a male. If I want, I could change that, hit best egg again, and it changes the sex of the egg to male, so now I've got 2 males. But I don't want to do that, I've actually got the perfect combo already, so I'll change it back to female. Okay, that's the second thing you do. So you can incubate, you can change the stats, you can change the sex, and then I think the final thing I need to show you is if you go to toggle details, which a lot of people miss, you can see the colour ranges. If you edit the colours, any colour that the mother and father had is located here. You just click which section you want to change. So if you want to change it to all orange, make sure they're all orange, hit save, and then if we go back to the egg, that's the other egg. If we go back to the egg, you can see now all orange. It will come out all orange. So let's put the other one, let's toggle that one, and let's see what choices. Spruce green. So we'll pick spruce green for that one, and obviously you can do any combination you want of these. You don't have to go all one colour. Well, I like full coloured dinos. And you can see it's incubating at a nice rate, so that'll be done in no time, and I'll be able to drop these eggs. So I've got 1 male, 1 female. When I put them, obviously when I grow them up, I can mate them together to create 1 egg, put it back in the egg machine and consolidate all these stats. So I'll end up with a 42 health, 37 stamina, 43 weight, 4 speed, looks like 37 stamina, so it was oxygen I was talking about before, 44 food, be 44 damage, which is excellent. So yeah, it'll end up maybe 250 something level. So that's just how we use the egg, the best egg maker, its functionality, and some of the little things you can do. So you can just take eggs straight out of here. It's not like the incubator. It'll take them down to 1% and then stop. It won't hatch them. You can't hatch them directly from here like the incubator. You've got to take them out and throw them on the ground. But the other feature of the best egg maker is that it doesn't just incubate inside, it also provides a radius of air conditioning. So if we just have a look at that, show insulation, you can see that it actually insulates eggs all the way out to here. So if I throw that egg down, it'll incubate the final 1% and hatch, rather than being too cold or too warm. And its incubation is it will do any egg, so you don't have to worry about how hot or how cold or setting it. It just incubates every single egg. I'll hide that insulation as I don't like that. I don't think there's any other features you want to do. Oh, when you first start with the egg maker, make sure you I'll just show you this now. So I'll just disable that and disable that. What else it'll do is actually it'll pick up the eggs for you within that same range. So even though I pick those up and put them in the egg maker, actually it'll just pick them directly up off the floor and place them in its inventory, so you don't have to do the work, and you can go off and do something else, and you'll find your eggs nicely incubated inside. Nearly missed that one. Okay, let's well, they're fully incubated now, so while you're on, I might as well see what the babies look like, and we'll put them out here. We'll put this one out here. Incidentally, when you saw the orange stats, that was actually a mutation, and that mutation happened not because it was random, but because I used another piece of equipment called the SS mutator, which I will explain how that works in a different video. But so there we go, we've got our spruce green tropical crystal wyvern, and we've got our orange tropical crystal wyvern. Different levels at the moment, and as I say, once they grow up, mate them together, use the best egg maker and join the stats, and that'll be the best. And I can just put away or destroy those 3 big wyverns now. They're of no use to me. So that saves a significant amount of time. Trying to do that on Unofficial, you're talking about months of work, I would think, before you manage to amalgamate the stats and what colours you want. So it's a massive help, that, and saves you inordinate amount of time. So that's me once again. Thanks again for watching, and goodbye from Helvornak Games.